Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing good. It's time for another story. This is from Reddit user Sunny Kitty. A Story of Matt, Part 1. Okay. First, let me say, Moonhorse, I adore you. Oh, stop, you're too kind. I've watched all of your videos multiple times. Oh my god, thank you. I'm a huge fan. Well, I'm a huge fan of you, so yeah. This is one of many stories you can look forward to more if you like this one. Only Matt and I will have names. I hope that's okay. He's Matt, I'm Sunny, everyone else is a letter. Totally fine. This is the story of Matt, Part 1. The story takes place years ago in high school. I was part of a large friend group, probably about 20 people. That's large to me, even if it's not to some other people reading. I was really close to 3 people, H, R, and F. Slowly, a guy named Matt started growing closer to the 4 of us. Matt would flirt with me and R constantly. Really cheesy, terrible things that caused us to laugh, and he would laugh as well. So obviously, we thought he was kidding. Just his sense of humor, and that's fine. But one day he wasn't joking. So one day he grabbed my hand and put my hand to his heart and said, "I really love you, Sonny, but I need a chance to prove my love. Please go on a date with me and be my girlfriend." I tell him he seems nice, but I'm not really that interested. He did not get it at all, and the next thing he says is, "Well, have you ever dated before? Is that it? Are you afraid of men? Don't be. I'll always protect you. If you just give me a chance, I'll prove to you that we'll be so cute together and really in love." He had pulled me into an embrace, and I was super uncomfortable. He had a bad odor, but I don't think it was from lack of grooming. He looked clean, both himself and his clothes, but I have a very sensitive sense of smell. More on his grooming habits later. So I backed away, a kind of tense smile on my face. At this point, I still thought of him as a harmless, well-meaning person, so I'm still polite to him. "No, I'm not scared of men, I'm just not interested in dating right now, you know? You're a nice guy, Matt, I'm sure you'll find somebody soon." He smiles and only nodded his head. "Well, when you're ready to date, I'll be waiting for you." "No, Matt, go on with your life. It might be years before I even want to do that." And then he grabs my hand again and holds it tight and says, "I'll wait however long it takes." And then he kisses my hand. Creepy. I'm squirming and wiping my hand off as he walks away, and despite what he claimed, he did not wait long. Next week, he'd be dating my friend R. Eternity. Takes about 6 days. R and I are eating lunch together, and she asked me my opinion of her dating Matt. I shrugged and said, "I don't care if you try, but I don't think it'll last. I think you guys are too different to maintain a long relationship besides just being friends." I did something I normally don't do back then. I gave her a hug. I am autistic, and it was a lot worse back then. I used to avoid physical contact at any cost. I knew R would see this as a great show of affection, as it was meant to be. My hugs were rare, and the gesture was not lost on her. After a 3-second hug, I pulled away and said, "Well, I really hope it works out." It's pretty much all I could say. The autism makes me very quiet sometimes, and it's difficult to vocalize, and again, it was worse back then. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I hope everything's getting better. R and Matt went on 3 dates, and that was enough for R to know that it's not going to work out. Matt would come to me saying, "You know, I learned a lot about dating and relationships. R taught me a lot. She wasn't my girlfriend for long, but she..." Back then, I didn't look at people when they talked to me, but 2 things compelled me to look at him. 1, there is a bad smell, and I suspect it was him. And 2, I wanted to look him in the eyes and said, "R's not your girlfriend. 3 dates don't make someone your girlfriend, dude." I really looked him over. His clothes and hair were clean, but his skin had this layer of grime. He grinned and shook his head good-naturedly. "No, she was my girlfriend for a week. She agreed to date me, and that made her my girlfriend. I was her boyfriend." Oh, high school. I turned away from him, and it was confirmed that he, in fact, was the smell. and I told him what I had to say, but he wouldn't leave me alone. Do you get it now? He says. I say nothing. I'm trying to think of something to say. She was my girlfriend. You don't date people that aren't your girlfriend or your boyfriend. That relationship comes first. What? All I could do was shake my head. The words in my head would not leave my mouth. No, I finally managed to say. Anyways, I've learned so much. I think my next relationship will be so much better from what I learned. All I could do was nod. I'm happy for him, but I couldn't find the words to tell him so. That's good. Was all I managed. I was frustrated at myself for my inability to articulate. I took in a deep breath and let it out. Then he did something that made me jump. He pulls me onto his lap and held me tight. Let's go on a date and be my girlfriend. Alright, all the fucking alarm bells are going off right now because that shit's creepy as fuck, yo. Stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
The sudden touch, the lack of boundaries, the disregard of my comfort, the really foul odor, all of these things are just a little too much. I screamed and thrashed and was quickly let go. I grabbed my lunch bag and stomped all the way while he was calling after me, pursuing me. "I'm sorry that I scared you. Please come back," he says, quickly catching up to me. "Just leave me alone," I said, facing him, but head downcast. I really don't want to look him in the eyes. I turn to keep walking, and he grabs my arm. "No, I'm really sorry. I just growled at him, literally. I'm stressed beyond words, and I start walking faster. Can you just explain what I did wrong?" He sounds really annoyed at this point. I whirled around and hissed and pointed behind him, a gesture for him to leave. I heard shrill laughter. "Why did that girl hiss?" a loud feminine voice asked out loud. I didn't look around, my head's down, and I just kept walking. I just read this part and I don't like it. "Hey, cute kitty." First off, I hate that I had to read that. Said an unknown male voice, and I felt someone slap my ass.
"Kill him. Kill him now. Do it."
I did not think. I reacted. I punched the dude, and in doing so, dropped my lunch. And I ran away as fast as I could to the front of the school where my main friend group usually hung out. And to my great relief, they were all there. So I huddled up next to them. "I am so proud of you." They tried to get me to talk about it, but I refused, and H gave me paper, and I was writing my explanation when Matt shows up. He had a lot of food with him. He put it in front of me. A spicy chicken sandwich, hamburger, 2 orders of fries, red Gatorade. Matt sat down and told the story while I shoved food into my mouth. When he told them that he pulled me onto his lap, the group erupted. They were quite very attentive at that point. "What the hell? Why did you do that, man?" said K. "You can't fucking do that," says A. "It's bad, autistic or not," replies H. "How was I supposed to know?" Matt just shouts at them. "You are so fucking dense sometimes. Just don't do that ever again." "Whatever." And he finishes the story. At least he told it honestly, to his credit. The bell rang, lunch is over, and it's time to go to class. But I'm still hungry, so I'm just gonna keep eating, wrapped up in the rest of the food and fries and hamburger in the wrapper. I packed the food and walked to class. R walks with me until she had to divert to her own class, and sadly I had no classes with any of my friends. I don't remember what class it was, but I sat there, head down, writing Inuyasha fanfiction. Oh, I really hope you didn't mind my weird comment thing that I put in that one video then. I'm working on original fiction as well. It looked like I was taking notes, so no one bothered me. Maybe the teacher knew I wasn't paying attention and just didn't care. Either way, it's nice to be left alone. Matt would become progressively smellier and dirtier in just a month. And it didn't take long for our friends to complain and attempt to get him to groom himself better. He would later tell me that if he had a bit of a conundrum, his word choice. He liked hot baths and hot showers, but he felt a person should not bathe more than twice a week because it's bad for your skin. Fucking what? Unless you're really dirty, he would add and then laugh. I only wash on Mondays and Thursdays. I threw up a little in my mouth. That's disgusting. He announced this loudly for some reason. Matt's disgusting substandard hygiene was not the only thing that changed about him. He would touch me and his other friends much more. Ew. Not unfriendly or sexual, but too much touch for anyone, and he would ask to hang out after school hours more than usual, every day with as many people as possible. The jokes he told got more sexual in nature, and his humor became more childish in general. He tried to date every single girl in the group. Of course, they all rejected him, citing various reasons, poor hygiene, different in personality and interest, but no matter, he would whine or become hostile. He was told that he would not be welcomed back into the group until he cleaned himself and changed his attitude. He was in exile for 2 days. He showed up one day completely clean, big smile, and a new manga. He was accepted back. That's enough for now. The next story would be how Matt got himself kicked out of the group permanently. He took things a little too far. Whew, man. Sounds like he fell right down head first into the Neckbeard hole. I look forward to part 2, though, but holy shit, this guy... That is just... you don't just do that. You can't just touch somebody without their permission. That's so fucking wrong. That's like lesson 1, dude. That is like lesson fucking 1. Holy shit, I am so sorry you had to put up with that. Yeah, I definitely want, if you're okay with it, for you to send part 2. I will absolutely read it. That was a... Holy shit, that was a hell of a ride. Yeah, I really want to know more. I really want to know more about this guy and what happened, because like I said, he sounds like he started just really veering hardcore into like Neckbeard territory. Just the terrible hygiene and the really off-color humor, quote unquote. Also, as an aside, I am incredibly proud of you for punching that one really sexist guy. It was beautiful. So, with that, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this and want to send in your own story, you can send it to Moonhorse Musics. I'm reading my fucking Reddit name. I'm sorry. r/Moonhorse Stories. Wow, I'm doing good tonight. And I will see it. I check it every day. And if you would like, and I hope you do, please like, comment, and subscribe on all of these videos, because, it fucks with YouTube, and that's pretty funny. I don't know how you would subscribe to every video. I really didn't think that sentence through very well. I'm a little out of it. Can you tell? Anyway, also, I have a merch store and a Patreon, and you can check those out, and there's cool stuff there. There's cool stuff everywhere, but specifically there. And I love you all so very, very much, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye!